So this morning, Recap directed his trainee not to take the bypass loop around Birmingham, Alabama. Let's just take 20 straight through. And then we get into downtown Birmingham, Alabama, and they have got Interstate 20 all tore up. So we are getting travel and adventure this morning. We are getting the side streets right through downtown Birmingham, Alabama in a big truck.
Thank you, Mr. Trainer.
To go where no big truck has gone before. No, we're doing fine. Well, actually, they've got signs here that says, big truck, turn left on 5th Street. Big truck, go straight ahead. So, we're not the first one that's been here. Besides, I've never seen downtown Birmingham, Alabama. And I'm sure we'll get up here in a minute and it'll tell us how to get back to the interstate and we'll experience freedom once again. Look, downtown Birmingham's kind of nice. The Redmont Hotel got a little, I thought it was a little sidewalk cafe. It is not. But here we go. We'll be out of here in a minute. Well, here we are. And we come into, apparently up here about 7 miles in front of us is a Pam trailer in the right-hand lane, burning to the ground on fire. So I've jumped here in the back. I've let Ross drive. He's got his navigator over there, Miss Bang. Keep an eye on him, my co-trainer. But we are in stop and go traffic. Oh yay, happy, happy. Looks like we might be going somewhere. Maybe I need to reacquire my position up there. Well, here we are driving through Georgia. This is Ross's home state. Ross is just sitting over there being all quiet too. He ain't sharing any of the inside scoop. Ain't telling me where all the cuties live. None of that stuff. What's up with that, Ross?
Not much to be said, really.
What?
Not much to be said, really. Just a steak.
See, he's keeping all the info to himself. Totally not cool. So you said you talked to Mom and Dad?
Yeah. They wanted me to stop and see them, but it's just not practical with our route. So, rolling on.
Yeah, where we're headed today is over by Columbia, south of Columbia. And I understand Ross's home and Mom and Dad and everything are about 2 hours south of Atlanta. We're driving through Atlanta. But you were just home last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like you hadn't been home forever, so. Anyway, you'll be getting in your solo truck a week from tomorrow, and your first load will be right back home. So I imagine they'll send you down to Atlanta for a drop, and then deadhead on down to the house. Get all your personal effects and move into your truck, man. Can't wait?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, get the hell out of the trainer's truck. And no offense taken. I'm going to tell you what, the day you get out of the trainer's truck, for you getting back into a solo truck, but man, I think everybody remembers the first time they got into their first solo truck and did their first load. Do you remember yours?
Yeah, definitely.
Where was your first load going from and where'd it go to?
It's north of Atlanta, Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser load.
That's a pretty short load.
Yeah, for a new drum. I mean, they. That was a fairly average load for where I was previously. So.
Well, your first load.
Right here.
Your first load is probably going to go from North Dakota to Atlanta, Georgia. Well,
Like that.
most of our loads are right around 1,000 miles. That's a normal everyday load for us. 1,000 miles, 1,200 miles, 1,400 miles. Of course, the ones I like the most are the ones that go from East Coast to West Coast, 2,800 miles. That's what I like. Anyway, we'll get her on down the road here. We got see within an hour and 25 minutes. We need to take a required 30-minute break. I guess I better get on Trucker Path and find us someplace within the next 70, 80 miles. Oh my God, the horror. And he passed us on the left, but we come out of it unscathed. No damage whatsoever. Well, Ross is at the wheel. We made our drop first thing this morning, and we're in Georgia, aren't we? No, we're in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Now we're in South Carolina. So I don't even know where we're at. And we made our drop, then we're going to go run up to North Carolina, about 100 miles away to our pickup. We're going to pick up a tanker load. Ross has his tanker endorsement and his hazmat endorsement. He's actually got all of his endorsements. And that's really the way that you want to come to Magnum, because you can pull the high paying loads that way. But Magnum, Ross has been on the truck for 1 week. Today's your 1 week anniversary. And I want the video to be proof. He's unscathed. I haven't left any marks on him, no bruises, no cuts, no broken bones. He has survived 1 week on the truck with recap. Actually, sent an email to the company first thing this morning, to the powers that be. I basically said in that email that Ross operates the truck in a safe manner. He's fully competent at doing all his paperwork, all procedures. He's doing the job all on his own. And there's really no need for Ross to be on a trainer's truck any longer. So I requested that they go ahead and advance him early into a solo truck. Now, if Magnum does that or not, I have no powers over. All I can do is make my recommendation. But most likely what's going to happen is we're going to grab a load, this tanker load out of North Carolina, run it up to West Chicago, probably get a load from West Chicago to Minneapolis, probably a load to Minneapolis to Fargo, and we'll probably be putting you in your truck.
We shall see.
That's the way I want it to happen anyway, brother.
Thank you.
And Ross has probably come to figure out that although I'm all nice and gentle and fuzzy and a warm cuddle bear on YouTube, I'm really not that way in person, am I?
Everybody's just a person.
But we're getting along just fine. Anyway, we're going to get on down the road and let's go pick up this load. I believe it's a dropping hook. Just look at Ross. He's over there all intense. This is a first for you, isn't it?
Probably so, I think so.
You want to tell everybody what you're doing for the first time ever?
Liquid.
Hauling a tanker load. Feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of space in front of you. Slow down very slowly and gradually. Make your turns slow and gradual. Try not to slop your product around. Poor Ross, hauling a tanker load.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Where are we taking this?
West Chicago.
West Chicago. And here we come. Well, here we are driving through the mountains of West Virginia. And Ross here came to us with over 6 months experience driving a truck. And now you've been on my truck for 1 week. Can you think of all the things that you've learned in the last week?
My brain is fried.
It's actually pretty amazing though, isn't it? We've learned about things in the engine compartment, water pumps, different things in the engine compartments, filters, all kinds of stuff in there. We've learned about, the proper RPMs to run a truck, how to drive an automatic, how to drive in manual, how to drive in the mountains. Couple other techniques, I'm sure. I mean, the list is quite lengthy. I probably couldn't just sit here and name off everything that we learned in the last week. So, but would you say that this 1 week coming out here has been beneficial for your career as a driver?
Oh yeah, it's been good.
Yeah,
Help me refine my driving skills.
Exactly. Tune up them skills. Become the ultimate professional. And just the things that we've learned in this 1 week out here on the road has given you a good base knowledge that you can now refine those skills when you get into your solo truck. You keep working on all the different things that we've talked about. Never stop learning. It's always a learning process. It doesn't matter how long you've been out here either. You can be out here for 20 years, you'll still be learning stuff. Good stuff, man. Ross doing an outstanding job. What's nice about having Ross as a trainee, though, you only have to tell him something once and he gets it, which makes my job pretty easy. Check it out, Ross. Living proof. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
GPS signal lost.
Back in the world. Hey. Well, one of the things that I've been introducing on this little Magnum company driver indoctrination that we've been going through this couple of weeks of training. We're just a little over 1 week. But one of the things that I've been introducing Ross to, and you actually said it yesterday, the culture of trucking. Did you even know that really existed until you come out here?
Well, I've been so scared shitless the past 6 months that I've really been thinking about much else.
And just so that you know that that's normal. If you, the first 6 months you come out here, you're not scared shitless, you're probably not right. You're probably extremely dangerous if you're not scared when you first come out here. But hey, aren't we in a 45-mile-an-hour zone?
The electronic lights at 60.
Okay,
But also
you're
slow it down.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We are in Jackson County, Ohio, which is known to be very well protected. Lots of law enforcement. If it says 60 miles an hour, you don't do more than 61 through here because they will flat get you. But one of the things that we've been doing is, like we stop in the day and we fuel in the middle of the day, we take our shower, and we do all that at the pilots and flying days. But I don't spend my nights in those places, do I? Now, why don't you tell everybody where you just spent the night at?
A&A truck stop.
The A&A in Jackson, Ohio.
Pretty cool.
Good chow, huh? We come in and had dinner last night. Then got up and had breakfast this morning. Casual. Interacted with all the ladies. Ross was kind of shocked. Would come inside and sit down, and the little gal that took my order wasn't even my normal waitress, but I didn't even have to open my mouth. She already knew what I was going to order. Vegetable beef soup and fried liver and bacon for my dog in the truck. But this is part of living, you know. You got to. One of the things I talk about a lot on these videos is you got to get out of the truck and you got to live your life. One thing that Bang does for me, she forces me to get out of the truck. Like you actually got out of the truck. I asked you to take Bang for a walk, and you took her down to the pond. That's what I mean. You got to get out of the truck.
Yeah, you've been saying I need a dog.
I think every driver needs a dog. Take your buddy with you on the road. Have a reason to get out of the truck. Go for a walk. Just makes life better. All work and no play makes for a very dull existence. But we were down the road. We got a Saturday and Sunday. We got a short load over the weekend. We have to run a big whopping 400 miles between now and the time we drop Monday morning. So we're only going to do about 200 miles a day. Drive for about 4 hours and find something else to goof off with on this trip. It's not normal. They try to give us runs up over 1,200 miles for the weekend. The being is that we are taking Ross back to Fargo, North Dakota, so he can graduate into his solo truck. They're going to short trip us all the way home. Doesn't affect you at all, but it sure does put a dent in my paycheck. You take the good and the bad, the give and the take. You know, I think a lot of people miss the mark walking through life and other things. It's all about me, it's all about me, it's all about me. You got to be willing to give a little. If you give a little, you take a little, it all works out good in the end. I think you're better for it overall. But we'll get out of here and we'll post this video. Anything you want to say to Mom before you get off of here?
Be home soon. Hopefully.
Yep, Mom, I'm going to go throw him in his solo truck and he's going to come straight home. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. God bless each and every one. Remember, you too can change the world. All you got to do is be nice to each other. Say bye, Bang. Bye, Bang.